Welcome back to the Denial of the Day podcast. We have the Batcave dweller here. His name is Chris, and we're going to talk about something super exciting. Actually, it's not really that exciting. It is going to confuse your brain, but we have a valuable lesson at the very end. So, Chris, welcome, my friend. What actually are we talking about?
Well, first off, hello everyone.
Hello,
Great to see everyone
Clarice.
again in the Bat Cave again. Just email insurance adjusters is what I do.
Right,
So it's good to break away from that. So I actually,
right.
come out of the Bat Cave and talk a little bit about some
Talk
more
to
stuff here.
talk
So
to a human on a webcam. We get it.
yeah, so
It's
yeah,
the
so
way
we're
we do
talking
it.
about an actually really important,
It is important.
really important item here. And most people don't know about it. Most people don't even know how it works. Trust me, when I first came on, I had no idea how it works either. But
Right.
called coinsurance. And
What?
coinsurance. So
Yeah. Is that
with
insurance that you have side by side? It's a co-pilot, co-insurance?
yeah, so that's what I thought in the very beginning. It was like, oh, you got
It's
two
not.
different insurance, one kicks in. It's not. No. To keep it the simplest way for your commercial property. Let's say that you have a property and it's the value of the property is worth $2 million.
Okay.
So
Do we have
in
an
your
example that we
insurance
want to show?
policy, yeah, in your insurance policy, let's pull this up here.
Yeah. Pull it up, brother.
In your insurance policy, basically, they want you to have, you must carry coverage for a percentage of your property's value, usually 80 to 100% of that value. So they're telling you, you've got to have coverage of at least 80 to 100%, and they'll put 90% in there or 80%,
Yeah.
which means that
A big number.
if you, well, let's take an example of 90%. So if your commercial property is worth 2 million, so 90% of that, you have to have it insured for at least 1.8 million. Now, let's say if you don't, boy, you get penalized, and you can get penalized in a good way. So I'm going
Right.
to show you guys an example here. Simple scenario. So we've got a building worth 2 million. The co-insurance requirement is 90%. So you're supposed to carry at least 1.8 million, but you only bought 1 million in coverage.
Not smart.
That's not a, yeah, it's going to save you money right now in those monthly payments, but guess what? Boy and boy, can that come back and hit you.
Right.
Yeah, so in this particular example here, let's say you've got a fire that causes $500,000 in damage. So here's where the insurance math breaks down. So what you bought divided by what you should have bought times the loss, meaning that, keep it very simple. You bought 1 million. You are supposed to buy 1.8. The difference between those two is 56%, meaning that if you've got a $500,000 fire claim, guess what? You only get 56% of that of the payout, which would be 277,778. So
Yeah,
the
it's brutal.
shortfall 222,000. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you thought you were covered, but know your co-insurance percentage, and
Mhm.
then also ask about an agreed value endorsement to avoid penalties. But you just have to make sure that you're covered. That's it. You have to make sure you're properly covered,
Yeah.
because basically what co-insurance is, it's not another insurance. It's actually a penalty. So you're going to get hit by the percentage of your penalty for what the difference is between that actual value, versus, I'm sorry, not the value, but the actual amount you're supposed to have versus what you actually bought. So
Yeah.
that's a quick, easy breakdown for everyone.
Yeah, and really what it comes down to is two things. One, read your policy, which we know you're not going to do. Two, hire a really good insurance broker or insurance agent that you know, like, and trust that will look out for you and tell you and explain to you how this works. But ultimately, the insurance company wants to make sure that you're fully insured as you should be based on their schedule of value, whatever they want to call it, right? Hey, your building's $2 million. You need to have at least 90% coverage, meaning if
Mhm.
something catastrophic happens, we know that you are covered. And sometimes co-insurance can be multiple different insurance company that share the risk pool for that co-insurance. It's all sorts of different things that come into play
Mhm.
related to what the penalty is. And ultimately, what we have found is usually your premium dollars that you would have spent are way fewer than if you get penalized and you get your premiums or your insurance payout reduced based on the percentage that you were actually only insured. We've seen it before. It's not pretty. Trust me when I say follow the rules, especially when it comes to insurance, because you never know when you're going to need it. And if you need it and you're not fully covered, you're hosed. So, with that, make sure you have the right policy in place with the right professional insurance agent or broker to help you with that. And when you have to make a claim, you want to let us know. BellatorClaims.com. We can get involved, step in, and take off the burden of having to deal with the insurance claim and the insurance company and the insurance adjuster. We do that every single day, and we're pretty damn good at it. So, Chris, what is the closing message for the folks?
Closing message is basically coinsurance. It's one of the most quiet landmines in an insurance policy. So,
Yeah,
no, first off, know if you have it. Second off, make sure you have the correct coverage. That's
right.
simple. Solves a lot of headaches down the road. But this is what we're here for. So, have us review your commercial insurance policy.
That's
We
right.
do this every single day. So,
Yes, we do.
yes,
Thank you for being here. If you appreciate our content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and also share it with the world. We're trying to get this
share.
message out to a million property owners and contractors that need to know what's going on with insurance, insurance policies, and insurance claims. Thank you so much. BellatorClaims.com.